You have to establish the deen of Allah on your own personality, on your own self, and in your own sphere of authority first of all. That is why this is called the real jihad, the basic jihad, and the supreme jihad. But here please note, if you have a 3-storied building, the highest is the 3rd story, but the most important is the 1st story, because the 2nd story cannot exist without 1st. What to speak of the 3rd? Highest is the 3rd. Highest jihad would be to establish the deen of Allah on earth. But the most important jihad is to establish the deen of Allah on your own self. Because without that you can't proceed. Just as you can't build the 2nd story without the 1st one. And what to speak of the 3rd one? There's no possibility. You can't build it in atmosphere, in air. You have to have the 1st story first, and then the 2nd, and then the 3rd. So that is why when the Prophet was asked a question, direct question, Ayyul jihad afzalu ya Rasulallah. Now here please note the word afzal. Afzal is something which is most precious, which is most important. But ala is something which is highest. So actually these 2 words you must keep in mind. Ala and afzal. Ayyul jihad afzalu ya Rasulallah. An tujahida nafsaka fi ta'atillah. And the answer was that you make jihad against your own id or libido or baser self, or against your own animal instincts, and you compel your nafs to obey Allah. And let me mention here again one thing. I said, at some time in my discussion that I'll explain the word hijrah also. Hijrah, which we in Urdu pronounce hijrat. This is the negative side of jihad. To obey Allah, you have to leave certain things. You have to leave haram to be a Muslim actually. You have to refrain from those things which have been forbidden. Then only you can claim to be a Muslim. So actually hijrah and jihad go side by side. And here let me quote the hadith. He was asked a question, Ayyul hijrati afzalu ya Rasulullah. Which hijrat is afzal? The answer was, An tahjura kullama yakrahuhu. That you give away, you refrain from everything which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like. The habits, all your habits. If you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like this habit of mine, and you are living it, you are making hijrah. You are living, luxuriously on earnings that were haram. Now you are giving them up, although you have difficulty. You may not have enough to eat now, but this is hijrah. Hijrah has started. You have made hijrah from haram to halal. So actually, hijrah and jihad go side by side. Because that hadith, Amurukum bi khamsin bil jama'ati was sam'i wa ta'ati wal hijrati wal jihad fi sabilillah. These 5 things. The Prophet said, I command you. I put 5 things imperative upon you, essential upon you. Allahu amarani bihinna. And actually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained them. And that is to be in the form of a party. The party to have the discipline of samutah. And what will the party do? Hijrah and jihad. Hijrah is starting. An tahjura kullama yakrahuhu. You give away everything. You refrain from every act, every habit which is not liked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you are spending your time and your energy, and you are compelling, first of all your own nafs to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this jihad, actually we discussed it at quite length in our discussion on Iman. This jihad has 3 aspects. I discussed, the Quranic psychology, and there I told you We have this id or libido, number one. Freud also recognizes three levels of our existence. Our internal existence, psychological existence. The lowest is id or libido, then ego, then superego. You just forget about the ego and the superego. I'm talking about the id or libido. So you have to suppress them because they are blind passions. They want their sensual gratification. There is hunger. Your stomach is contracting. It wants some food. It doesn't want to discriminate between halal and haram. It wants only that hunger should be satisfied. A sexual urge, emerges from the lower levels of your nafs. This is blind. It will not discriminate between halal and haram. It wants its own sensual gratification, nothing else. It wants its own satisfaction and nothing else. But it's your duty to see, it's your first to see and discriminate what is halal, what is haram. So the first jihad is against your own nafs. But behind this nafs is shaitan. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. The shaitan, the jinn, the iblis. And the disciples of iblis from jinnat. There is a hadith, the Prophet said, this shaitan permeates the body of human beings like blood. Inna shaitana yajri min al-insani majrad dam. Just as the blood is circulating, and no cell of my body can live without this circulation. Blood is reaching it. In the same way, shaitan also reaches all the cells of our organism. So actually, you have to fight against shaitan and its disciples. Number three, if a society is perverted, it's going on wrong lines, you have to struggle against the pressures of this society. Social pressures, they push you in the wrong direction. So you have to make resistance against them. There's a very beautiful saying in Persian language, Zamana baaton na sazat. If your environment is not, compatible with you, you feel in some other way, the environment is going in some other way, your values are different, the values of the society are different, there is a confrontation. Zamana baaton na sazat, now there are two alternatives with you. Tu ba zamana be saaz. You become and you adjust yourself with the environment. Or the other alternative is to ba zamana sates. Fight against this environment. Fight it out. And you go in your own direction. So you have to make three jihads at this level. Three aspects of this jihad. Against your own nafs, against the shaitan, against the social pressures of a perverted society. And then only you can be a real Muslim, a real bondsman to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then only you can say you have entered Islam completely. Udkhulu fi silmi kaffatan. Ittaqullaha haqqa tuqatihi. You are fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you ought to fear Him. So that is the first level of ideological jihad in Islam. And the other two levels, inshallah, and the requisites of each level we shall discuss in the next session. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم